Hey, another one of those different types of videos. Going to be doing another like commentary sort of thing and just playing some casual high score. Last time I did a commentary video, it was literally like 15 minutes. So I said we were going to do a high score run, and then we got to like ante 6 and I ran out of stuff to talk about. Probably the same thing is going to happen here, but keep watching anyway, I guess. Just figured I would do a little update on the channel. This is going to count as today's video, so there will not be a traditional run after this comes out, but I just figured I've been getting a decent amount of questions about just like the channel, and so I figured I would answer them. For starters, the TikTok video, the TikTok commentary, the commentary that I was just referring to, that's become like my most popular video on YouTube pretty much. I don't think pretty much, actually, aside from like short form content. I think it is by and large my most popular video on the platform, which first off, a lot of you were just as pissed off about that situation as I was. So thank you for, I guess, sympathizing with me. I just kind of made that to vent, and it seemed like it worked. So thank you guys. Love y'all. If you haven't watched it, go watch that to know what I'm going to be talking about for the first section of this video. But essentially, it's the TikTok situation. Wow, that was a horrible wraith. The TikTok situation has only gotten worse. Can I get like any seals, or is that just not allowed? The TikTok situation has only gotten worse as of recent. If you haven't been keeping up with like streams and stuff, they moved from temporary suspensions to permanent bans. I've gotten 2 permanent bans this week for playing Balatro on TikTok Live. The first one, I filed an appeal and it got appealed, so I was able to stream. Streamed the next day. Admittedly, probably not that smart of a play, but like, what am I going to do? Not stream Balatro? So I streamed the next day, and I got permabanned again. Didn't think that it would only take like a half hour of being in stream. If you watched yesterday's video, it would have been, you saw that happen in action. So that's pretty cool. Smash like for that. But yeah, so I got permabanned, and the appeal that I filed did not end up getting appealed. It got denied. So as of right now, I have no access to my TikTok account, and it's as if my TikTok account doesn't exist. People can't send me messages. I can't access my statistics or post any videos or anything like that. If you look up my channel, I'm pretty sure it just turns up nothing. But yeah, so that's that as far as that goes. So I've been contacting TikTok support like literally all week. I've contacted them once, like, well, I mean, not all week because this happened fairly recently, but I contacted them once a couple of days ago, and then I contacted them again tonight before I started streaming. I'm also recording this at like 2:30 in the morning, by the way. But God. So if I sound tired at all, that's why. Just got off of a stream, figured I would record this video for tomorrow to upload in the morning or whenever. I'll probably upload it. Well, I'm not doing a regular run tomorrow, so this will be at the regular time. So yeah, that's the TikTok thing is still kind of up in the air. Good news for you guys watching this video right now. Since TikTok has been... Oh. Since TikTok is banned right now, that means that instead of streaming on Twitch and TikTok, I am streaming on YouTube and TikTok. So good news for everybody watching this video. If you're awake at crazy times of the night, because I stream at a ridiculous like goofball hour. I stream at 11 p.m. Central until like 2 a.m. ish Central. So good news for you if you're up at like a really weird time of the night and you just want to watch some Balatro, come by, you know, the YouTube stream. If you're watching this at like 1 in the morning or something on like Monday, probably live right now, you can go check my channel. But yeah, I don't know if I get unbanned on TikTok. Essentially what TikTok is going to come down to, and it's not going to happen, it's me being delusional because I'm such a small channel that it would never happen. There would be no reason for TikTok to do this. But essentially what it's going to have to come down to is just getting human eyes on it and having somebody who is not TikTok's auto moderation system reach out to me and be like, hey, this is a mistake. You shouldn't be getting banned for this. We're on it. We're going to fix it. Which again, that's never happening because I have like 600 followers on TikTok, so I'm not big enough to the point where they would actually put human eyes on it. They're just going to shift me through the robot moderation system, and it just is what it is. So I don't see me getting my account back anytime soon. If I do, then I'll probably post short form, but I'm probably just going to be streaming exclusively on YouTube and Twitch for right now. So again, if you want to catch streams live, but you don't have a Twitch account or what have you, I'll be on YouTube. Come join in for a stream. I do just C+ runs. We're doing like purple stakes right now. I did high score tonight. I usually do high score like once, maybe twice a week if I'm feeling frisky. And then we just recently did modded runs last week. So if y'all have any besides cryptid, I know y'all are gonna say cryptid. Trust me, I'm working on it. I will play cryptid at some point in the future. However, I'm pretty sure, I haven't done any research on this, so don't quote me, but I am pretty sure that cryptid is the mod that everybody cites as not being very nice to your save file. So I would kind of like to get completionist plus at the very least, if not completionist plus before I do cryptid. Why did I just buy justice? My brain is actually cooked. I literally can't multitask, dude. I just do pretty much anything Balatro, and that actually sets me up for the next part of the video, addressing what mostly just OGs on this channel have been asking me in chat, and it's mostly people who know me IRL, but I just have had so many questions from people who know me that I just figured I would answer it here in a YouTube video that everybody has easy access to and that everybody can watch. And that is, are you going to be streaming anything else? And that's kind of a weird question to answer. As of right now, the answer is no, I'm not going to be streaming anything besides Balatro for, at the very least, the near future. And the reason why that is because I am trying to grow as a creator. And even though people might, like one or two people here and there might want to see me do variety streaming, it is the plain and simple truth is I want to do this as a job, and to be able to do this as a job, I need to be able to grow, right? And to be able to grow, trying to gain an audience in one game, and specifically Balatro, because Balatro does incredibly well for my channel, as opposed to any other game that I've ever posted, even before I was doing just Balatro streams. But trying to gain any sort of following when you're doing multiple games at a time just doesn't really work. It's kind of impossible to gain a large following if you're just doing variety. People want to, I'm sure people who have followed in the past month that I have been doing only Balatro content, I'm sure people can relate to the fact that a better way of putting this, I know I'm just rambling and not really even playing the game, but like this is a commentary video. I just have this on in the background. Shut up. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. But the people who have subscribed to my YouTube channel in like the past month or so, for example, can probably attest to the fact that they probably didn't subscribe to me because they wanted to see variety from me. They probably subscribed to me because they liked my Balatro content and they want to see more Balatro content, right? And it's much easier to gain a consistent following when you're known for one game that people like that game. They can keep coming back to you. They can keep watching you play that game, and etc. and so on. And Balatro is just the one that I decided on because it's a game that I can play for quite literally 3 hours a day, every single day, except Sundays sometimes. A game that I can play for literally 3 hours a day on average during streams and not get burnt out on. There are a couple other games like that for me. I think I could do the same with Pokemon. I think I could do the same with Minecraft, just to name a couple examples. Maybe I could do the same with Marvel Rivals right now, because I actually do like Marvel Rivals quite a bit. Shout out any Rivals enjoyers. But the problem with those is that they are very oversaturated and very competitive right now. Balatro really isn't, and that's kind of what I like about Balatro. More so than it being oversaturated, Balatro is very non-competitive. You don't have to be incredible at the game Wow, voice crack for you. Smash like. You don't have to be incredible at the game to gain a following playing Balatro, right? And my proof for saying this is I have been gaining a following and I blow ass at this game. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe you guys think I'm actually good at this game. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Man, grammar is like my strong suit, dude. I don't think I am. I think I am very middle of the line at this game. But I digress. The entire point of that like speech, I guess we do take Pareidolia back here for Todd, right? It's just more consistent. We are getting like no value pieces or anything. I need to like lock in on the game or lock in on talking. And I've been locked in on talking, so I need to exchange and lock in on the game, excuse me. But no, just where I'm at right now in terms of content, it is much easier for me to gain a consistent following of people who will come back for all of my videos just posting about one game than it is posting about maybe one game for 3 days and then another game for a day, and then 2 days after that it's a different game. You see what I mean? Like if I'm posting about like all in the same week, just to name like random games off the top of my head, Balatro, Helldivers, Marvel Rivals, Minecraft, Pokemon, even just those 5 games over a 7-day upload schedule, if I'm posting about those 5 games, somebody might be tuning into me to watch Pokemon. They enjoy Pokemon. They enjoy watching me play Pokemon. They say, I'm going to drop this guy a sub. This guy's funny, which first off, but then maybe I don't post about Pokemon for like, I don't know, a handful of days, weeks, maybe even a month. If they came to me for Pokemon, they're not going to care about any of my other videos, right? That is actually so unfortunate that I lost that run, but I'm not really paying attention to it. It's just there in the background. This is the Subway Surfers of my channel. But no, they're not. If they sub to me for Pokemon and then I'm playing Balatro for a week before I get back to Pokemon, they're not really going to care about the Balatro, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting at is it's much easier for startup purposes to just stick to one game. And my proof of this is that, wow, cool. My proof of this is that I've experienced way more growth in the past month of just posting Balatro than I would any other month. I've like pretty much gained like 100 subs and some change in like a month-long period, which is crazy. Thank you guys for that so much, by the way. We're like super close to 500 subs as this video comes out. That's like insane. Love you guys for that, genuinely. That does mean the world. But yeah, I've been rambling my nards off here. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is it's much easier for me to gain a following and break out and gain momentum just streaming one game. And I'm fine with that. The vast majority of my audience is fine with that, right? And to be honest, I could probably play Balatro for the rest of my life on stream and be completely fine with that as long as it keeps getting updates. Obviously, if I'm like 65 and it hasn't gotten an update since like 2038, that would probably suck. But, you know, I could play Balatro for a very long time and not get too turned off by it is what I guess I'm trying to get at. So like, if I end up being a Balatro streamer, just like permanently, I would be completely fine with that. That would be sick, if I'm being honest. Anyway, I do a lot of rambling on this channel. Have you caught on to that yet? Smash like if you like rambling. Anyway, but so the plan for the time being is just to continue to play Balatro. I would like to pivot into variety at some point. I don't know when that point is going to be, because I would like to have, you know, a very large audience before I pivot into variety, because obviously so many people have subbed to me because they know me as the Balatro guy now, that if I were to just, for example, now pivot it back into doing variety, there would be a bunch of people that would just be like, okay, who cares? And that's okay, right? That's what they signed up for. But I would like to, you know, it's much easier to be a variety streamer when you have a very large audience that likes you for your personality rather than the game that you play. And that sounds really awkward to put it that way. I feel like I'm like, I don't know. It just feels awkward to put it that way. I feel like the audience that I have right now is not big enough to like me personally, because I'm assuming the vast majority of people who click the subscribe button on my videos have only seen me like once or twice, right? It's impossible to, you know, like somebody. It's not impossible to like somebody you've only seen one time. It's impossible to, you know somebody who you've only interacted with once, right? So I guess that's kind of more so my point. We'll just buy this because, like, why not? We have astronomer. Do we want seed money? Probably. That might be a throw. And then we'll get delayed grat because, you know, splash. But anyway, this is all to say, for right now, Balatro only. Down the line, when I have a large audience and I deem the time to be right, I guess, I would like to pivot into variety. Do I see that happening in the near future? No. Do I even see that happening in like a year's time, if I'm being honest? No. Do I see it happening eventually? Yeah. So that's kind of my plan. If you're one of the people who, again, it's mostly like IRL people that I know, because, you know, obviously my friends that I know like in real life have been acquainted with my antics online far longer than anybody else. So it's mostly just been people that I know IRL that have asked me like, hey, are you gonna ever stream anything that isn't Balatro? And this was a very long and drawn out way of essentially saying, for right now, no. Strap in for infinitely more Balatro. Like, in the grand scheme of my channel as a whole, yes, at some point I will stream something other than Balatro. I will make YouTube videos on something other than Balatro. It's just not going to be for the time being, right? Just, you know, just because of all the reasons that I detailed. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to talk about in today's video, was just happenings of the channel, you know, if that makes sense. Future plans, like far future plans, obviously. Again, I don't know what's going on with TikTok, if I'm being honest. I'm probably not going to know what's going on with TikTok because they just refuse. TikTok support is just kind of pretending that I don't exist at the time being, which is really fun for me. I'll just pop a wheel for the boys. Nope. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'll keep y'all updated if that comes back, but for the time being, at the very least, and I mean, even if I get unbanned, unless I get like some actual human eyes on it, I'm probably just gonna get rebanned the very next time that I stream Balatro on TikTok. So I'm assuming for like from this point forward until pretty much until I say so, it'll be Twitch and YouTube instead of Twitch and TikTok. So if you want to catch a stream but you don't have a Twitch account, like I said, welcome in. We're very accepting. 11 p.m. Central. I feel like I don't know how a commentary video of all things is my most viewed video on this channel. I feel like I am for somebody whose job it is to play Balatro and talk to people for like 3 hours a day on stream. I feel like I'm really bad at both. That's all I got for you guys. Again, I told you the run in the background was going to go nowhere. The run is pretty much, again, just Subway Surfers. The main content of this video is my yapping. If you want to catch streams, do that. If you want me to play other games, I guess, tell me. Probably not going to happen, but I'll keep a backlog for when it eventually does. I don't know, man. I'm tired. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Just wanted to keep you posted. Actual run will be out tomorrow. We did high score, like I said, tonight, and I had a really good high score run. So I'll get that up edited, and it'll be out, like I said, tomorrow. So look for that. And yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Stay safe, sleep well, and as always, have a good one. Thank you guys for watching. Love y'all.